knows how excited I got at the beginning of the show when I saw that it was Friday and we had it's me, Gino B, on the show today to talk about the Derby, the Run for the Roses on Saturday between the Spires in Louisville at the Kentucky Derby. Churchill Downs rocking. I've been there. I've done it. It's awesome. Mint juleps, bourbon, lots of chicks, with
Fancy hats,
funky
right? All
clothes
over
and
the
hats,
place.
all of that. But there's nothing quite like having Gino Buccola from Daily Racing Form on C2C. Gino, it's always great to see you. Let's start with today. You've got action at the at Churchill Downs and at the Kentucky Oaks.
Yep, that's the race for the fillies. Same sort of thing. These are the fillies that have to go in qualifying races around the country. I like to compare it to March Madness. We just saw in college basketball. You'll have a lot of conferences all around the country, and then you'll have the winners of those conferences, maybe 2 or 3 from each, that'll all come together and play in the big tournament. That's what happens in the Kentucky Oaks and in the Kentucky Derby. So for Oaks Day, we've got one that's coming up. Now, they just had a weather delay. It was crazy. They put up on the screens, they put like, take cover, severe weather coming, and everyone got really nervous. Everyone started tweeting. Clouds were ominous. They had about a 20-minute delay, but now they said they're going to resume racing. So let's look at race number 11 for today. That's the Kentucky Oaks. I've got a price for you. Ballerina Dioro, the number 6. She was actually 10-1 on the morning line. She's right now like 12-1 in the live wagering, so she might be even offering us better value than that. What I like about her, the way the race is going to shape up. She's a closer. If you see her on the projector, she's way towards the back of the field, and it's got a fast pace projected. I think they're going to be hooking it up early on. I think they're going to be flying, and she's going to get a great setup at around 10-1. So hopefully we can build a bankroll and lead into tomorrow for Saturday.
Even better at 12-1. All right, let's look at Saturday. You've got 3 different races before the Kentucky Derby. Why don't you start with the 6th, then do the 8th, 10th, obviously in order, and tell us where we can make some money.
Yep, 6th race, probably one of my favorite of the weekend. This is a horse who had been going longer, guys, and he was trying to get qualified for the Kentucky Derby. He just didn't really want to go that far. That's Built. He's 7-2 on the morning line, about 3.5-1, and he's in a race where there's a lot of speed. He doesn't have to be as far back. He should be sitting maybe 4th behind some of that speed. He's going to get a great trip. That's the number 2, Built, in race number 6. That's the Pat Day Mile on Saturday. We can continue on with a couple plays before we get to the Kentucky Derby, move into race number 8. It's a really, really tough race. It's the Churchill Downs. These are for older horses sprinting and some really good horses. I like the 2 Banishing. He's 5-1 on the morning line. He's just in fantastic form right now. And because he's doing so well, his trainer keeps wheeling him back quickly. He only ran a couple weeks ago. He comes back again. Distance is great for him. He should be right in that 4 or 5-1 range. That's the 2 Banishing. And then we have one more for you before we hit to the Derby. That's the 10th race. We'll move to the fillies. These are the fillies and mares that will be sprinting. And in this 10th race, I like the number 9, Emery, who is 6-1 on the morning line. She's been getting some kind of strange trips where she was in small fields and she had to like work a little bit harder early than she would like to. I think she wants to sit back a little bit and make one run. So hopefully we can build it up for you before we lead into the Derby.
All right, so just so fans understand, tomorrow, Saturday, the 6th race, it's the 2 Built at 7-2. The 8th race, it's the 2 Banishing at 5-1. And the 10th race, the fillies, the 9 Emery at 6-1. All right, let's talk about Saturday afternoon, the 12th race, the Derby, the Run for the Roses. Give me your 4-pack Shakur for this puppy at Churchill Downs.
Yeah, when I sent in to the show that I was on earlier in the morning with you guys, I actually sent last night, I liked the number 10 Grande. In the morning, Grande got scratched. He was one of a couple. The 4 Rodriguez has also been scratched. So that makes the 21 Baeza come in. That one's in. We called a little bit of an audible. We had to go check. That's fine. I'm going to put the number 18 now, Sovereignty, on top. I really like the horse that beat Sovereignty last time out. His name was Tapan Street. He also would have been in the Derby, but he got hurt about a week ago. Sovereignty ran a great race in his first start of the year a couple months ago. And then after that, he didn't really need to win his next race. He ran a good second. I think it should set him up really well for this race. He is a closer, though, so don't be too worried if you see him like 10th, 12th early. He'll be to the middle or the back of the pack early on. He'll try to mow them all down late. That's who I have on top. I'll probably put a few bucks to win on him. But the other horses who I'd want to use, the 8 Journalism, he's the horse to beat. He's going to be the favorite. Right now, he's in about 3-1 or so. He comes in from Southern California. There's nothing really bad to say about what he's done. He just hasn't faced a big field like this. He's kind of been beaten up on horses that he's much better than. So now he has to step up. And things might get a little tougher for him. So we'll go 18 on top with the 8 Journalism. The other 2 that we'll use, the 7 Luxor Cafe comes in from Japan. This horse has been really good in Japan, but we don't know how good the horses he's been defeating. Japanese have been doing a great job with their horse racing pedigree, with the way they build their runners, and they go all over the world and win big races. East Avenue is a horse who will be maybe the fastest early, and I think he could hang around for a little slice. So those are who we're using. And remember, you want to head to shop.drf.com for any extra help that you need, because that's the command center, the data, all the past performances. That big newspaper-looking thing that you see when you're at the track, that's the daily racing form.
Your boy, Gino B, with us, and your girl, Alexa Led Zeppelin, she was on Baeza as well as one of her picks. She just wanted to get the horse in the field and then bet on it. So what do you think of that horse now?
Yeah, the only concern I have with him is he's kind of become like a little bit of a wise guy horse. Like, but what I'm saying is I think he'll be undervalued because he's been like a buzzy horse. He ran second behind Journalism, and Journalism's going to be the favorite. So a lot of people were waiting for him, hoping he was going to get in just like Alexa, and he could run huge. I'm just worried he'll be a little undervalued. I'll probably use him in some underneath spots in like the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in some tries. So if I get the winner home with Sovereignty, I'll probably have him in under spots. And I miss you, man. I miss chatting with you.
I did too. It's great to see you. We'll do it again for the Preakness. Is that Journalism a Santa Anita horse originally?
Yep. Santa Anita Derby. He's won his last 4. He's been awesome out here out west. Hopefully we can talk in 2 weeks. I'll be at Baltimore for the Preakness.
My man, Gino B.